Hello, how are you doing today? The general purpose of this first meeting is I would like to talk to you about your current situation and any problems that you're currently experiencing.
Okay, thank you. Would you like a cup of coffee?
No, thank you, but thanks for asking. So, as a social worker, I want to help you work through your problems, help you find access to resources, and just help you come to a good place with yourself. During these meetings, we will just talk. Feel free to share anything with me that you want to about yourself. It's an open setting. I just want to let you know that everything we discuss today is confidential and I will not be shared with anyone unless you are a direct harm to yourself or others. Does this all sound okay to you?
Yep.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself. What led you to have this meeting with me today?
Well, right now it's just me and my son, Jesse. He's 5 years old and the love of my life. I came here because I need help and I need safety from what happened to me and my son. I can't support myself or my son at this point, and I have no other options. I feel ashamed and terrified, and I fear for my life every day.
So my perception of what you're feeling is that you're feeling like your current situation is closing you in and you're looking for some type of support system in order to take care of yourself and your son. Is that right?
Yes, I definitely need a support system for Jesse and I. I just don't feel safe.
Can you explain to me why you feel like this and what events led you to feeling this way?
Well, I was serving for a while at a few restaurants, and it just wasn't making ends meet. It wasn't enough to take care of Jesse and me. I kept working, and every 2 weeks, and one day this man approached me after work asking if I wanted $300 in 2 hours. Obviously, I was interested because who doesn't want to make that sort of money in that short amount of time? And I was intrigued, so I left with him. I left my job and went with him and later found out what making this much money, what I had to do for it. I started having to sell my body for money, which continued for too long, and before I knew it, I couldn't get out, and I want to be out.
Okay.
So that went on. I stayed in it for the money, and I figured if I kept working for him that I could save up enough money so that Jesse and I could move away from there, and that we could be somewhere safe, away from the bad place and the bad stuff I was exposed to. The drugs, the sex. I just wanted to separate myself from it all. I don't want Jesse growing up knowing what his mom had to do to get by, so I need to get out of here. And I don't care about the money anymore or the threats. I just need to get out of here.
That situation must have been very difficult for you to handle while taking care of your son. I understand that you're looking for clarity and a new beginning. Does this said man know where you are currently? How would you feel if you had to confront him?
I'm scared every single day. I'm out on the streets. I believe the threats he made to me are real. He degraded me, and he made me feel like nothing, and I was dependent on the street business for my income, and this made it hard for me to be a mother to Jesse. The men hit me and used me, and I could not leave, or I would be threatened. I just feel like I hit rock bottom, and there's no way to get up. I'm scared and that's because I asked you to come here, and I'm scared that you will find out and hurt me and Jesse.
So I'm hearing that the men pressured you through oppression as well as through physical force. This force had to make you feel threatened and unsafe. How did you deal with those feelings of danger?
Well, I just took it day by day and tried to protect my son through it all. Jesse was the only thing I cared about through it all. Through the drugs, through the pain, through everything, I just wanted to protect him.
You said through the drugs. Is there a specific drug that you used during this difficult time or still use today? Did this help you cope with the pain of your past situation?
I never wanted to use drugs when I was younger, and after I had Jesse, I didn't use them because I wanted to set a good example. When I was in the game, the men would just give me coke or whatever was there at that night and watch me until I did it, so I had to do it. I was just so disgusted with myself, but I couldn't stop. I just wanted to numb the pain completely, and I was looking down on myself in that situation. I couldn't do anything to make myself stop.
So this was a way of coping for you through the pain of the situation.
I felt like if I was high, then I wouldn't think about it or acknowledge what was actually happening to me. The crack is what almost killed me, and after that, I knew I had to get out of there. You just get so deep into it, you don't actually realize what's going on around you. I didn't even think about Jesse. I was so gone. And I still feel the urge to use, but I know I can't.
So, using drugs and substances really changed your life in a negative way. What do you do and say differently when you are using substances?
I'm in a different place. I become a different person, someone that scares me, and I'm not there for Jesse, and I know that's why I need to get out of them.
What do you think you can do to change the substance using behaviors? Are there a lot of there are a lot of social support groups that are out there for individuals that have had similar experiences like yours.
Well, I just want to separate myself from anything to do with breaking the law. I'm lucky that I did not get arrested or charged or thrown in jail, and I don't know where Jesse would be. If I would have, he'd be gone. They would have taken him away from me.
I believe that you could really benefit from a rehabilitative treatment plan or a rehabilitative center. Is that something you would feel comfortable with taking a part in?
I don't think I need any type of rehabilitation.
If it wasn't something you're comfortable with, then that is totally okay. I just feel strongly that you may need a social support network in order to stay clean. Suppose you did decide to do a treatment program in a rehabilitative center. What differences would this make in your life?
Well, I know it would be good, but I don't think I have a problem. I haven't used again since I overdosed, and I don't want to use again. I don't have the money or the time. I have no job. I would have nobody to watch Jesse. I need to work, and I need to get my treatment for something that's not even possible. It's not even a problem in my life. I don't need treatment for it.
How will you manage to handle the urges you feel when put in a challenging situation?
I'm just going to try to find a job and work and completely separate myself from that part of my life.
Excuse me. So I am hearing that you are just going to recover on your own. Would you be willing to go to a support group? This would be a really positive way for you to connect with others and deal with your past situation.
I guess I could do that, maybe, yeah.
I think that even if you don't go to a rehabilitative facility, a support group would be a good way for you to reflect on what you went through, and it would be a positive way for you to meet other individuals that could act as a support group to you. There are support groups you could try out and see which ones you're comfortable with.
If I found a group I liked, I guess I could see myself going, because anything that benefits me is obviously good for Jesse. So I guess I'll try it.
It's so good that you're at least willing to try a support group and see how you feel about it. I can see that you want to change and that you are willing to change. And your positive attitude will definitely shine through to Jesse. I'm sure that he can see that you're trying to move forward and leave the past behind. Unfortunately, our time is up, but during the week, I would like you to look into some programs that could help you and assist you in the future.
Okay.
I want you to think about Child and Family Services. They could connect you with other helpful resources for Jesse. You would be eligible to apply for food stamps as well as abuse relief programs and some support groups like we just talked about. Here are some pamphlets that you could look through. And feel free to contact me whenever you need help with any issues or questions that you have. Thank you for talking to me today. I hope this meeting will be one of many and that we can move forward on this journey of recovery together.
Thank you. I'm really glad I had you come here today. I truly want to change, and you seem like you can help me do that.
You're definitely on the right path, and I will be in touch with you this weekend. Thank you for having me in your home.